Okay, traders, SYNTHETIX Network Token for you guys today. I have been personally accumulating synthetics ever since 2019 December. I was accumulating on this high as well. I was not afraid of losing all of my money because, well, it came down 60%, but I was fine with it because the fundamentals and whatever this particular network does is quite interesting. Fundamentals you can certainly check out. You have information everywhere all across Google. You can check out synthetics.io, and basically they're insurance and hedging and derivative markets. And well, they started this trend. Okay, I'm not going to get into the fundamentals because I'm not really good in terms of fundamental analysis. I look at charts, but well, this one would have been a pretty bad point to buy synthetics because the risk was also high. But still, I went ahead for it. I was like, why not? Let's just start investing. Let's just start thinking long term. And well, so far so good. I'm still up to 100% coming off of this high on these levels on my holdings. Not very significant, but synthetics is about to do things in this bull run. I truly believe SYNTHETIX Network Token will do things. And well, let's simply start off with synthetics Bitcoin pair. Pretty volatile on this region. By volatile, I mean up 30 to 40% swings on one single 3-day candle. Pretty volatile on an asset which is above $1 billion in market capital. 30-40% one single 3-day candle just tells you how volatile this market is moving. And just simply breaking above this accumulation range led us to the retest of the previous all-time high, but we did not quite close above it. We simply got rejected and bearish engulfing candlestick behavior, which means that yep, you do have some supply interest coming on these levels on synthetics against Bitcoin, which is going to be serving as a overhead resistance. Now you can argue that this is kind of formulating a double top right here, but not quite confirmed yet. We have to start closing few candles below this particular range, and we have to reject this level as well to the downside, and then we can talk about this area being a potential double top. A double top. Did I say double bottom on the previous one? I hope I did not. Anyway, so this could be a potential double top right here, but you have to lose these levels, and certainly breaking above 62,000 Satoshi would lead to a blue sky breakout. So let's talk about a few blue sky breakout targets on synthetics against Bitcoin right here. First one being this one, 618 at 1.618 at 89,000, 2.618 at well 133,000 Satoshi. Pretty interesting and pretty neat level of interest right here. Let's demarcate these levels. Okay, synthetics against Bitcoin. You close any macro time frame candle above this one, you simply go towards those points, step by step, not in one single go, not in one single candle, but certainly look, you could be looking at some good price action behavior. It's something like this, like after breaking from the grind. I was talking about grind breakouts in Zilliqa, and well, grind breakouts are a thing across cryptocurrency market. I mean, look at this accumulation against the grind. As soon as we left this grind, we just simply went to the upside and significantly higher, 700%. We kind of doing something like that here again as well, breaking above it, kind of retesting it, but simply wanted to head up with this being this this red candle is pretty nasty, I can't deny. So this red candle right here being one of the how do I say, a comma in the sentence. So this one being a comma in the sentence right here, it looks to me like could be consolidating here for a little while, but as far as we are holding this 21 simple moving average on the 3-day time frame, it's pretty much okay. The trend is pretty much nice and strong and strengthful. You are getting reaccumulated against the 21 simple moving average. You're getting bought back on every single down move, in fact, which means that yes, there is a lot of interest in synthetics network against Bitcoin. I will get to the USD analysis as well. Now remember, this is KuCoin, because KuCoin has the most history for synthetics and since its inception. And let's talk about how much ROI are we talking about on synthetics right here. 7,500% in a span of like 2 years. Interesting enough. right now we have to take down the 63,000 Satoshi level for further continuation move to the upside on the BTC pair, but that does not mean that Synthetics against the US dollar pair would want to stop. Well, this chart is quite neat, quite a bullish one, quite beautiful one as well, and certainly the grinds on this one are pretty neat as well. Right, check out this grind line breakout. We had a breakout all the way 400% to the upside. This one going up 1300% to the upside. Now this one already up 700%. Still trending. The trending mode is on, but the long-term picture for Synthetics, amazing. And this is a good chart right here. This shows you how major dips are gonna be on the long run. Major dips are gonna be bought. Ever since its inception in January 2019, you have had an ROI of 83,000. Are you kidding me? 83,000% to the upside. Well, coming from nothing, going to $25 is absolutely massive. It's absolutely maniac. And Synthetics, if you remember, I was talking about how I was accumulating Synthetics back in December right here, which was at $1. Now here comes the thing, right? Here comes the thing. Against dollar, the same trade is up 2,000% because Bitcoin on the market is up 1,000%. These altcoins are simply, well, not all the altcoins, but some altcoins with good fundamentals are simply going to do make some great moves like that, and you're going to be enjoying your gains. Not immediately, but certainly down the line. So pick out projects which are good, like Synthetics. This is such a Synthetics shill video, right? I mean, all right. I can't deny I've been uber bullish on Synthetics Network Token because of whatever they do, and in the long run, certainly going to be holding on to some Synthetics as well. Well, for the time being, we are kind of breaking against the grind here to the upside. Now that would signify that we are looking at some potential nice targets to the upside here. Well, the long-term analysis, simply bullish, like major dips being bought, simply bullish right here. Snaking around the 21 simple like a beauty pageant, man. That's pretty amazing, right? And it dips to the 200 simple moving average, getting bought like there is no tomorrow. So if you come down to the 200 simple moving average now, you're going to be down 70%. So it's certainly out of the question that Synthetics, for the gates for investment in Synthetics is closed, right? Because the risk is too high. The ship has sailed, but that does not mean that you can't trade it. Synthetics against USDT on Binance, one of the amazingly liquid pair. Not a lot of slippage, but certainly a lot of volatility. Could certainly trade it on the small time frames right here. So what do I see on the daily time frame? Bullish, 21 simple to the upside. The last dip we had here got bought back immediately to the upside. We're having immense follow through. In fact, this dip was around $12, and now we are up more than 100%. So how far are we off from the 21 simple moving average? Let's just see. We are 35% above the 21 simple moving average on the daily. Okay, the risk management on daily time frame perspective, this right here, 23.5. Daily closes below 23.5 could lead you all the way down around these levels. And since we are on pretty much a blue sky breakout, upside targets are going to be psychological points of resistance. In fact, first one being 30, second one being 35. Look, you could derive your targets from Fibonacci key zones of interest, like taking this entire consolidation to down move, and then you can talk about, well, actually this is working quite nicely. It looks like these levels are snaking the price action around themselves pretty tightly, pretty neatly. Like we had a rejection from the 2.618, we came back down all the way to 1.6. This is what I was talking about in most of my videos, like the trade between 1.618 in a blue sky environment, blue sky breakout, the trade between 1.618 to 2.618 is something which is worth taking. So if you see these things happening out of a big consolidation range, yep, these trades are worth taking, even to the downside as well, man. I mean, you could have sold the 2.618 and bought back up again at 1.618. So pretty neat upside and downside trade right here. Supporting, we got supported once we actually broke above it, we got supported right here, and then simply headed on to 3.414 and 4.236, currently there, in fact. So watch out for this daily candle to close above 2.236, which is going to be at 25.1. If we are closing this candle above it, then we are going to be triggering some price action to the $30 zones on synthetics. But if you're closing above, if you're closing below below this particular key interest, let's just take the previous daily candle. If you're closing the candle below 24.6, we could be consolidating on synthetics. That means that it requires more time to resolve itself before any further continuation move to the upside. And this one again looking pretty bullish, the structure looking pretty nice, and this is not even started going parabolic. I mean, this is vertical accumulation right here. This is called vertical accumulation. This generally ends up in a massive bullish engulfing candle, and then a blow off top, and then a reversal. So we are far off from a reversal on synthetics. Any down move is going to be considered as consolidation until we are losing out on key interest levels. The major one being 2.618 at 16.6. So the risk management for a little swing kind of position is pretty much to the pretty much around 34% to the downside. So, well, quite tight risk management. Okay, so this one you can consider as well, the 20 being a psychological point of potential profit taking or dumping against the market, as one of the key supports right here, 20. And if we are talking about immediate trend, 23.5, and claiming these levels, claiming the 4.236 on daily closures and opens, you could head down to 7.618 at 43, 10.764 at 60. Now $60 synthetics is what I would be eyeing at if we are continuing the trend, because 10.764 is yet another one of the key Fibonacci profit taking areas in a blue sky environment. Now remember, there is no price action history, right? There is simply no price action. There is no evidence of resistance. Supports we are formulating as we go. So most of these price targets are like guesses. I mean, you can't simply go on with utmost conviction and be like, oh, okay, synthetics goes to 60 tomorrow. No, you can't say that in a blue sky and breakout environment. Volume is pretty thin in these regions, so extremely volatile conditions. Stay away from leverage on synthetics as well. This one moving like a madman, so better to stay away from leverage if you're playing synthetics as well. Now this is pretty interesting to me. The 4-hour time frame, previously the previous rejection coming off of the 23.5 was simply bullishly cancelled out. Like, you had a bullish engulf candle and this level was just cancelled out, right? And you had a retest, and then your trend is on again. Synthetics looking good even in the small time frames like 4 hour, as far as we are maintaining levels above the $23 zones. And as far as we're doing that, synthetics is fine. Bias is going to be bullish even if you're trading intraday. The early time frame, yeah, the 200 simple to the upside, 21 simple kind of snaking, but the 200 simple moving average kind of sloping to the upside right here, which means that the immediate trend is going to be looking nice. And let's actually squeeze it down further to the 10-minute time frame and see what's up. So the 10-minute is going to help you in terms of identifying the immediate trend, the immediate move. Like if you think that something's going to explode, just watch for the 200 simple moving average in the 10-minute time frame. So 10-minute time frame is going to be telling you that the immediate continuation trend is the immediate trend continuation play out going to happen or not. So looks to me like, yep, certain buying strength coming off of this particular area right here on the 200 simple moving average on the 10-minute time frame. If you're doing some intraday moves like a ninja in this highly volatile market, man, I don't know if you leave your comments down below if you are playing some crazy intraday moves when the markets are actually moving like 30% a day, man. I mean, this is just madness. Like, how do you manage? How do you trade like that? Just let me know in the comments down below, and we can have a good discussion on that. I'll be opening up Discord and Telegram channels as well pretty soon, so that we can have a nicely bagged community of people, so that we can share ideas. And you know what? Let's be one of the best community in crypto markets, because most of the people, most of the content creators are like, every single day, man, these people are coming up with thumbnails which are mad. They're just getting sick, man. I mean, these thumbnail game, just holy shit, man. Fucking cringe, man. What are you trying to do? Are you the bad piper who are carrying bunch of rats down the river? You want to throw everybody down the hole? You don't want anybody to manage risk. You just want everybody to come and trade and lose money in the markets. You're not telling how to manage the risk. You're just like talking with full excitement all the time. How are you doing that? What are you doing with people? I mean, all right, I'm no one to comment on whatever anybody does, and those people are actually quite successful, way more successful than I am, but yeah, I feel that those channels are not gonna tell you much about risk management. So let's make this community technically sound. That's my aim, so that you guys don't repeat the same goddamn mistakes I'm coming through, man. You do not want to be there. You do, trust me, you don't want to be there. The bear market throughout 2017-18 was a big learning opportunity. It was one of the key turning points in my life as a trader as well. So yeah, so take this experience for free, man. This is free content right here. I'm trying to help you out, and I'll be coming up with certain educational content in the form of ebooks and PDFs and maybe hard copies as well. But that's going to be following up the preceding month. For the time being, I think enough of rambling. If you want to trade Synthetix intraday, certainly one of the liquid markets, I would say, and so far looking good. Key risk management zone is going to be 23.6 to the upside. Targets are going to be 30, 35, 45, and so on and so forth, as far as the trend continues and this moving average kind of stays like this. Ain't that amazing? I mean, this 200 simple moving average has caused a 450% move to the upside. One single goddamn moving average. Let me just take everything away. Let me just simply put the 200. It's that simple, right? It's that simple. Well, you could certainly argue that this was a wick, but you should consider these lows as well. I mean, you came down significantly, but you did not violate this low. That's why your trade was not invalidated. It simply got bought back and is continuing to the upside right here. So the higher lows structure is one of the key things that you want to be mixing and matching with the moving averages to have a little more conviction in your trades. All right, there's one thing which I didn't talk about, which was Synthetix against Ethereum. So Synthetix against Ethereum on KuCoin again. KuCoin. All right. Yeah, well, you know what? Something which is strengthful against Ethereum is certainly going to be outperforming most of the market. Bitcoin is outperforming the equities. Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin. Synthetix is outperforming Ethereum. So who's outperforming every little shit? It's right here. So ever since the bottoms, you are up 6,000% against Ethereum on Synthetix. I mean, it's all coming into fruition. I've actually been talking to myself about Synthetix, and well, this conversation is also pretty much one-sided. It's just Well, so everything's coming to fruition for Synthetics, and I'm pretty glad about the entire team and this entire ecosystem as well. It's pretty neat, and Synthetics doing good as a whole, in fact. And looks to me like something which was happening on Bitcoin pair is happening on Ethereum pair as well. So we could come and read us no, we could come and violate this high right here, and we could test around 0.025 against Ethereum. And well, the general trend is bullish, man, against Ethereum as well. So Synthetics is bullish against Ethereum. If your investment horizon is going to be a long-term one, like maybe a year or something like that, then you could certainly choose Synthetics over Ethereum. I mean, whatever it sounds like to you, you could go for Synthetics and Ethereum. So now this was a pretty comprehensive outlook on Synthetics. I hope you have all the clarity that you need if you are day trading, if you are investing, if you're holding Synthetics against Ethereum, Bitcoin, or USD, or anything. Like I pretty much think I covered everything on this video, and I hope it brought about some clarity in your mind. Synthetics is good. Synthetics is good, very good. All right, I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow, and bye for now.